check that's okay. Welcome back, my name is Fritz, and we are back playing some more Blueprints. If I have the right window open for me. We are back with Blueprints, we are into day 15, and we are still yet to reach the antechamber, let alone room 46, let alone all the fancy secrets that last beyond the start of that game. That first major goal of reaching room 46. I have avoided all post-game spoilers, or as many as I can. Some spoilers that I have discovered is that I have missed a couple of secrets. The big one is in the drawing room, which we will hopefully solve. I've not solved it. I haven't seen someone solve it. I just know that there is one that we have missed there. The other one is regarding the safes now, and the understanding of the word dates. I've recorded down years, numbers, years, dates that we found in other rooms. The thing that we need to look at is the answer to all of the safe codes are in the room that the safe is in. The exception being the shelter, because we need to know the current day's date. But we do not need to leave the room to discover each of the codes. The other secret I am trying to remember with the safes is that they are all dates, they are not years, so it is in the day-month format. I believe that's set for non-American. I think the American ones, it's month-day, but I believe for me here in Australia, it is in the day-month format, so I don't need a year. So that picture in the ballroom, I thought 1952, sweet, yes, not relevant at all. But we will continue to make notes down as we travel. We also found the chessboard underneath Willy Wonka's elevator last time. If we get a chance to solve that, we will, but that is mid-level on the priority because I believe that is dipping slightly into the post-game. But for now, let's start day 15. We've got our 70 steps, we've got our allowance sitting on the table. We have found the bulk the bulk of the rooms inside the house we've been to at least once. There are a few we still haven't been to. I believe we're still missing a couple out. I think the only one we haven't been to out here is the tomb itself. So if that pops up today, we're definitely going to jump into the tomb. 2 special items. I don't think we want to go back in the shelter. I don't think I've been to the lab enough times to make that important, to make that relevant enough, but a metal detector and a sledgehammer. Yes, sledgehammer is probably one of the most useful items we can get. Oh, I've realised I've not put chat on. Give me 2 seconds to organise getting chat on my screen. 2 moments. Not yet. Alright. Sorry about that. We are in. Virtually. Something went ding. Good. Why have you not... I am just going to close... Sorry about this. I am having all sorts of fun and games with this. Let me see you. You are my chat. Okay, that is coming through. I am hearing dings, all sorts. Why is that not showing my list of followers? That is not important, but I am seeing chat. That is a good start. List of followers is less important, but let us continue. The goal for today, we definitely want to hit the antechamber. Hopefully room 46. Good storeroom to start with, I reckon. Goes up. I think in mode of knowing that I've missed the secret in the drawing room completely, I think there's a good chance to an opportunity to just go through these rooms again. We don't need to worry about the big pictures. We solved that puzzle. See if there's any other secrets or anything we can manipulate. I think in this room, the picture of Swimbird was the one thing that can't turn it over. Okay, that's fine. I think that's the one secret in this room. That's fine. What have we got going north? Commissary is a no. Early den, yes, please. Parlor or corridor? Parlor's gems, Nook is keys. I'll go Nook. Nothing. Oh, we got a chest. That is handy. That is very handy. I'll gladly take some more stuff. Oh, I forgot we had the antechamber here, so that is a room we don't need to think about. Don't need to go downstairs just yet. Let's see if we can find a room that branches right here. Coat check. I want to get that broken lever out at some point, because that's just taking up space. I mean, I could have gone... I could have gone somewhere else. Now, I just want to look. Is there a chest piece in the coat room? Anything that I could see back here that could come in handy? No. No, this unfortunately I think is a dead room, but we will deal with that. Into the den, grab our gem. No chests in here today. Is there any more secrets could potentially be hiding around? Does this clock actually do anything? Can I interact with the clock? No. Just curious. Nice and toasty. Oh. Alright, so that's forcing the corridor. I don't have a choice on that, otherwise the day is over already, and that would be an absolute waste of the day. Anything of note in here? I don't think there is, not in the corridor. I think observatory. Can't go closet. Spare rooms a maybe, but we could hit a locked door there, and I don't really want to deal with that at the moment. Observatory had a night. We know about this book. I don't think there was anything on that walkway at all. Now let's just get our bonus out of here. Ooh, bonus steps. I don't think there was anything up there. Doorway is over here. Pantry or parlor? I'm going to go down with the parlor. May not be the smartest move, I think. Hello, apple. 5 steps instead of 2. I will take that. Metal detector's not going off. We've seen the pawn before. We got gems are not in this box. The blue box is true. The gems are in this box. Alright. If white is true, then blue is true, then this is false, and the gems are in the white box. If the white box is false, it means the blue box is false. The gems are in that box, the blue box, and the black box is true, which will resolve it. Okay, that is not how we do that. Solve that, because we assume white is true, then blue is true, black is false, the gems are in white. If white is false, therefore blue is false, the gems are in blue. If white is false, blue is false, and therefore black is false. That doesn't work. So white must be true, therefore blue is true. Black is false. Gems are not in blue, they're not in black, they must be in white. Oh, there we go. Now I believe we want to branch right here. Yeah, library ends it. As much as I would like the library, bedroom's forced. I don't think we're having a good run on this one today. Got the moon pendant. I wonder if this is the person who belongs in the bedroom. I haven't worked out the photos. I'm gonna make notes on the photos. Yes. Where are we? Where's my list of rooms? This page. Bedroom. Living early one. No, gymnasium bunk. I not have one for a bedroom. Oh, there it is. We have a picture. Lady moon neck. I wonder if those photos are going to be relevant at some point in the future. Paper cranes. Hats. I'm not keeping note of the hats. I don't think the hats are relevant. Right, T-shape if we could please. Chapel would cost coins, but a courtyard is free gems. And a shovel, so we're digging stuff up today as well. Of course there's not. Oh, I think this is the worst spot for finding stuff as well. I think this is the poor soil spot, if I recall. Yeah, this is the poor one. Not the barren one, but it is poor. Turnip, but I didn't get extra out of the turnip. Frustrating. Head south. Drawing room. Like I said, that is one I want to revisit, and that would fit perfectly there. So, drawing room. There is a secret I wanted to find out here, but first, before we get too excited with secrets, let's just... Oh, nursery would give us bonus steps. Storeroom, extra key. Nursery or storeroom? I only drafted the one bedroom. Good chance we get more. We get a lot of gems at the moment. I think that one's worth it. I would assume these beds were for myself and my brother when we were younger. There's a oh no, it's not. Lizardy dinosaur type thingo. I don't think there's much to note in here. Even the colours of the doors, I don't think they're relevant at all. If I have to end up counting how many stars are in here, that would be... I almost missed those. Whoopsie. I can't interact with that drawer, that's okay. Did we note the pawn in the drawing room? We did not. There is a white pawn in the drawing room. That is another one. We'll come back to that. Closet, yes. I see a gem and a key. Excellent. Bongos, chess, hat box. Nothing you know. Now, in here, I know we missed some secrets. And looking around, there's these lines underneath the pictures. Their pace, their step. And this is the big one that I did not notice. That right there. Handles moved. And I will give this secret away because I would probably not have worked this one out. But the answer is in our long message through the rooms. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. And the answer, I believe, is in small gates. Now, gates we've got spelled as G-A-T-E-S, but gate as in G-A-I-T, as in a step. Now, if we count the small gates, we have 1, 2, 5... That one up there being measured, 6. I want to say that one up there tops. Yes, there is a line. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. 13, 14. 17, 18, 19. Count 19. I don't think the code is 19. No. What if they are separated by only 2 pictures? It's the woman and the man. The woman creeping and the woman and the man with the umbrella. They're the 2. What's the difference? So I said there was 19 all up, didn't I? Maybe it's if I count by each. So I got 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 5, 1 and 7, 2 and 7, 2 and 10. 3 and 10, 3 and 11, 3 and 14, 4 and 15. Which in a date format would be 1504. Dad's birthday. That's going to be easy to remember. We've got a gem. We've got another red letter. Number 6. Where is my note on the drawing room? 1514. 1504. Drawing room safe. Why have I got the drawing room down as having a white knight? That's a pawn, clearly. I've gone crazy. Why did I have the drawing room down as having a white knight? That's observatory's got a white knight. I may have gone slightly insane. Always a possibility. Can you interact with a telephone? Just out of curiosity. No, you cannot. But, red letter. Number 6. Did I have those written down somewhere? I don't think I did, but we found it. April 15th. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like wind-seared plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realise that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and God forbid repercussions. A child should never suffer the inequity of their parents. I of course write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst case scenarios, not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. As for me and you, I have already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I am too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I am too attached to the house our family has built up. So this is our grandfather. I don't quite recognise the handwriting, but I think this is our great uncle, sorry. I think this is Herbert Sinclair's hand. Bit here. I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil under red flags. A compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same. Bittersweet pride I feel now to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. We may yet meet again, your Uncle Herbert. Huh. I mean, clearly from the letter in the shelter, we know that Herbert made Mary leave the country. He sheltered her for some months, going by the letter we found in the boudoir. There was a couple of months that he sheltered her. So, and we found out some lore about the political history in the library last week as well. I did write down, Orindia's history. So, there is some things about red, that the whole Red Prince book that she wrote was being political. So there is some history here. We didn't note the colours down as well. This page. Fen Aries was the red. And they were the ones who came in late and took it away from the original. Arc Aries in yellow. There was a fifth nation we didn't know about. They were orange. And Araja were in the purple. Alright, where are we? We need to leave north through the courtyard. I think that is all from the drawing room at the moment. I don't think the long gates of the running boy, the horse, or even the walking men make a difference throughout this puzzle. Let us travel north. We have our reroll dice. West Wing Hall. Serves our purpose without using the reroll dice. A coin on the floor, I'll take that. I believe that's just some lore. I don't think this is important to anything besides knowing that Clara Epson died in 1983. Can't go east from here. Chapel, patio. Chapel opens up the most. I mean, we've got coin, we can burn it. I think chapel is the play. We could go pantry and hope for commissary to show up. Go chapel. I'll have a look in the chapel. I'm okay burning the coins. I think we've noted down the right things from these pictures. These statues I'm not quite so sure about. Got Queen, Bishop, the monk, the rebel. I'm trying to work out what that is. It doesn't quite look like a hand, but it should be. Can't interact there. Candles look a bit odd. Four-way staff. Can't get in there. Chalice. Yeah, I think we got what we needed from pictures. Of course it's locked. I like hallway. I have a spare room here, just. Yeah, West Wing Hall, less likely to be locked. It's absolutely fine. Entry heads us north. I think security is the preferred way to go here. Even if it is acting like a hallway. Item. There's a coin somewhere. Ah. Let us set the security level to low. Make everything unlocked. Now let's just double check there is nothing lying around that we've missed. That is fine. Alright, let's head out this way. Of course it's locked. Archives would not be terrible. Probably not where I want to see it. Walk-in closet just cuts off the entire east wing. I don't really want that. I might go... I mean, I could re-roll, but I think I will go... Archives. Coins. Let's just have a look. See if there's anything around here we can interact with. Maybe worth just taking our time. Metal detector's still up, which is interesting. This room can take power. That's good to know. I'll actually note that down. Archive can take power. Archive, I know the lab can take it. I know the furnace can take it. I know the dark room can take it. I'm looking towards that laboratory puzzle. We need to power that up somehow. It needs to be connected. Through the boiler room. Battery pack. Okay. A ladder. I can't climb the ladder. That's unfortunate. Can't get through that. We looked at these ones the other day. We don't need to look through them again. Let's see if there's anything I can interact with on these shelves in the archive. I don't think there is. It's frustrating as anything. I can't even climb the ladder. There's a light up there. I'd like to see where that light goes. Alright, we will head south and hope for a room that turns to the east. Hope for a room with some keys. Storeroom's got guaranteed keys. I think that's a wise one there. Alright, East Wing Hall, come on. Dark room. I'll go dark room. It is absolutely fine to turn it. That's a security door heading south. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I don't want to be running out of keys here. Don't want to use gems. I don't think that's smart. I'm hoping for East Wing Hall. Spare room. I will take spare room. Apparently there is an item in here. Coin in the corner. Boudoir would give us a gem, guaranteed. Pantry's just coins. We don't need the coins. Single gem. Where are we? I don't... I'll go to the gem room. We've got gems to burn. What have we got? What is this? Servants' quarters. Plus one key for each bedroom in your house. That's handy. 3 keys. Excellent. I don't believe we've come across the servants' quarters before. Let's have a good look around. What have we got? Boudoir, bunk room, nursery, guest bedroom, her ladyship's chamber, and master bedroom. So this is a new one. This is not in... Sorry, that's red rooms. Bedrooms. It is not on this list. Oh, there it is. There it is. Huh. That on my list of... No, it's not. So, where are we? Servants' quarters. And the ladyship. This one grants me key. It's great. This is a dead-end room. This is an unusual room. Cost me a gem to get in. That is fine, given it's got where? But that is okay, and the bells would ring. Room. Otherwise, this room is rather barren. Jacket? Some variety? Letters. Hartley. I know we've spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stay gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. Ha! Smartass is Mr. Hartley. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post in service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms. As scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you are to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring that what I imagine your objections might be after this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. The past 4 decades you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humour of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend Herbert. So there's something about Hartley. Some sort of... That's Anne Babbage, isn't it? The head maid. So we got the head servant. I'm assuming Hartley was the head butler, given this is the servant's quarters. I'm assuming he's head butler. And there is a joke about making Anne, who is his current head maid, his new head maid. Where was it? Trinsdale. Sort of weird blue glass on that lamp. Can't interact with any of that. Green. Hello. There are 12 major keys. That's big. So we know there's 12 major keys. We've come across, we know the basement key is 1. We know that there is 1 to the secret garden. I think those are the only 2 that we've found or know about. We've not come across the basement key, but we know it exists. I think that's it for this room. Green cards we know are truth. I don't think we need to come back here again. Unfortunately, that is dead-ending us. That cost us a gem. It did cost us a gem, didn't it? But we got 3 keys out of it. That was almost worth the cost. Using up straight away though. Do I go secret passage? I don't think I need to. Billiards room. This is more keys. Glass is empty. There's nothing on the table. This is guaranteed keys. Maybe a key card. That would be nice. 15 is 15. 12 minus 7 is 5 times 4 is 20. 7 minus 3 is 4 times 10 is 40 divided by 2 is 20. 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 4 divided by 4 is still 1. Times 2 is 2. Security card. Oh, hello. Yes, thank you. That is beautiful. What we can do here, we've got steps coming out of our rear end. We can turn this, we can mess with this one. We can turn this up high now. Now we've got a key card. That is beautiful. Where are we? Key card system. Security level to high, please. And let's head south, see what else we can pick up in the easier rooms. We are not going to be able to see anything. I believe these dots here are number of doors. That's what I want to say. I only need 2. We need them to go in the right direction. 3, I think, is better. No. The bunk. Didn't want the bunk. Cuts us off at the south, but I'll take some bananas. Nothing hiding in the corner down there. Does that add another key into the servants' quarters? We got the steps to explore, because drafting bedrooms with the nursery is brilliant. Did that add another key up here? No. No, it did not. Okay. Servants' quarters you want drawn late-ish. Going to draw it. Where we want to go back to the billiards room. And a turn north, I believe. North is going to be better here. Or we could go to library. Guest bedroom would give us 15 steps. We're not desperate for steps. I want to go to library. Now this may cut us off, but we've got room elsewhere. And we explored the library thoroughly in the past. There is actually nothing upstairs for us to worry about. We've seen that directory already. We've used it already, not long ago. We've read all books but one of these. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Put that one in, an order in for that one. We had the bookshop. I wonder if the bookshop's got the unredacted version of Orinda history. Boudoir blocks us. Commissary doesn't. Go to the archive plan. Let's see what we've got here. Lavatory. That was unfortunate. This one we need a top exit. Gymnasium. Gymnasium's actually fine. Got a hidden item here somewhere. Behind the ball? No, it's gone away. On the car keys. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to draft the garage today. Greater chance of finding green rooms. Heads us straight north. Boudoir is another gem. We're not really desperate for the gems. Or is this their rarity? Where are we? Veranda. Unusual. Boudoir. Standard. That would be a common room. I don't think we've actually gone through the veranda too often. Straight room, 2 gems. That's not worth it. Go boudoir. I mean, I know it's probably not going to pick us up much of anything. A lot of steps. Music box do anything? No. We'll take our gem and go. Locksmith is terrible. Dining room's not bad. I'd prefer something else. Two gems, 2 gems. What could that possibly be? Could be music room, which I don't think is what we want. Could be ballroom. Could be office. May lay out how we want it to, but no guarantee. I'm going to go dining room. Having a look around. Stag head's a bit, yeah, unusual. Oh, cold coffee. To be fair, I did brew it about an hour ago, so no surprise it's cold. Alright, that's unfortunate, but I think we are okay to move ahead. Locked doors. Not what I want. Passageway. There's 2 exits. We are getting close to the end, so I think passageway is not a bad pickup. Head north would get us the steps from the dining room, but that's fine. Boiler room. Ooh. It's come at the wrong spot. Unless I get lab right now. It's come at the wrong spot. Furnace is not going to help us. So no, boiler room can allow me to turn left. So I'll go boiler room. On the off chance that I draw a lab. And I got the reroll dice, I can draw the lab. Oh, it remembers from last time. Interesting, this didn't reset. I still got power, I still have 2 out of 3 connected. Is it you? Yes. Hello. Can't go south yet, that's fine. You. Oh, hang on. I need to activate the door from below. You're not working. I need to get it going through that pipe there. Moving that one. I did note down the markings on that one last time. I've got nothing on that, I think. I wrote them down. I wrote down where those patterns are, but I've not seen anything that uses that sort of code yet. That withdraws that. Oh. So what I need... Does that work? No, because nothing's coming out of that pipe. Alright, so I need my elevator to come down. You're not on. Oh, because I need to go back down. Oh, no, no, no. All I need to do is switch you over. You're still powered. Alright, we want laboratory. Oh. I think we re-roll till we get laboratory. Yes! And we have power. We have power. Room is powered. Oh, okay. Right, first things first. Let's run an experiment. Continue with experiment. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps. Sounds terrible. And then set steps to 40. Each time you find some trash while digging, gain gold for every red room in your house. That would make you rich quick. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door. I mean, you could just go for gold and just get stupidly rich very quickly. I mean, you're going to go through those more often. I don't like the losing 5 steps unless we were setting it to 40. I mean, the 3 gold would make you very rich. And we could stop drafting the pantry ever again. I'm going to make us rich. That's until the end of the day, so that's fine. Alright, now we've got this one here. This one, I believe we cracked the code on this code here, the periodic table one. I wonder if there are more to it. I believe we cracked it and it said, where are we? push 3 up after 9. I don't know if we need to do anything else besides 3 and 9, but let's just start there. 9, 3. Hello. Gave us 1 bar. Oh, hello. Power lines. Power lines. Oh. Unlocked another door outside. Interesting. Is that a shortcut? Shortcut to Black Bridge Grotto. Permanently unlocked. Each day you may access 1 offline terminal from the network. So that would allow me to access either the shelter, the security, the office, or the lab. Huh. Interesting. That's permanently done, so we don't need to, oh no, we still need to do experiments, but alright. Now to get rich, because we've got another one of these doors. Study. There was a safe in the study that we want to actually have a look at. And we've got some gems to spend for re-rolling. Guest bedroom won't get us keys. We're running low on keys, that's an issue. Experiment successful, we just got a lot of coins. Chest. Hello. Oh, 2 keys may have saved the run. Now we've got a safe. The thing is, we know that the clues for all the safes are in the room that they are at. So anything that may be interpreted as a date. No. I have the magnifying glass. That's Herbert's handwriting, that sneaky little bastard. He was playing his games very late in the piece here. Anything that could be interpreted as a date. I see, besides the 44 letters bit, numbers are not easy to come across. Only numbers, besides the 44, I could interpret as counting, even counting anything. Is the numbers on the chessboard. The queen is on D. Only month that starts with a D is December. D8, December 8. Ah. Yeah. Bit of crack. Alright, that's a long shot, but that worked. I'm going to note that one down. Oh wait, 12 is study. And with that we have 4 safes opened. And a 4th letter, letter number 2. December 8th. M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or 2. It's all lining up and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their own coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run, assuming the red print we have secured from the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. Ah. The red print. So I'm assuming there's a red room somewhere that is called closed exhibit. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the servant star until we meet on the shore of the White Sands, Caleb. So there's a Caleb. Hello. Doors in this room are security locked. Yes. Closed exhibit. I figured this one would be rare. Painstakingly produced accurate reproduction of the so-called closed exhibits of the Fen Ares Royal Museum. All the doors are all security locked. Alright, that ends us. We need to go back to the passageway. Ah, I can't get out that way. Alright, what have we got through here? Commissary Ensis, Furnace Ensis. Oh, we're taking a risk. Archive plan. What have we got? Kitchen. I think that keeps us safe. Yes, it does. Okay. We don't need to worry about the kitchen. Bag of potatoes. I don't think we need extra steps. Still got the dining room to walk back to. I was wondering why the pump room had a connection to the kitchen. Turn the water... If we prevent flow to the kitchen, or if we just turn this on, does that drain the water out of the kitchen? Do anything with the oven? I'm just going to leave the tap running. Someone's got... one of the mates is going to get grumpy with me, but... Bugger them. Boudoir nets us a gem. We don't need the gems. Commissary Ensis, we don't have anything to go with. So I do have the coat check. I might go... What do I say? Double gem. Could be music room. That would be handy. Could be ballroom. That works as well. Office. That works. Already unlocked the passageway. Could be the foyer, which also handy. We aren't on the edge. It's not 3 gems, so it's not cloister. I think 2 gems is... I don't think that loses for us. At all. Is the office. No? Yes? Yes. Office. Alright. And with the safe. I believe we don't need to worry about the red ones. I think the red ones are... irrelevant. It is March of the Count. And if we remember from our trip into the foyer a while ago, we had those heads. We had the 6 busts. There was Queen Giariana, Baron Edward Sinclair, Count Isaac Gates. And that name, Counting Small Gates. March of the Count, March, 3rd month. Okay, I think I've got this one. Again, we don't need to leave. And I think that I was half on this one last week when we looked at this one. Now, small bus. So 03 is the last 2 numbers of the code. Small bus of gates. So I wonder if that is... I'm struggling to remember because it's been over a week. Oh, it's been a week now since we went into the foyer. I wonder if that is Count Gates himself. The other 3, Lord William Epsom, Baron Thomas Sinclair, Major Nicholas Key IV. And I remember the Major was... No, he was one of the Barons, I think. I reckon that is Count Gates. Queen, obviously. Pictures in the study. I believe these 2 are the same ones as in the ballroom, so study pictures. Where did I leave my notes? Study. Come across it early, did I? Study, we have a safe, and we have is Mustache Man and Mole Lady. But that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for you, I believe. So that's 1. It'll be 2. That looks like our Uncle Herbert, but I'm not sure. 3. Camera. You're the Major, I believe. I reckon if we're counting only the small ones, it's 3. So 0303. Alright, and we've cracked another one. Alright, where are we? 0303 is in the office. So we have unlocked 6 safes, if we count small gates. There's another gem. That leaves 2. And this is number infinity. Oh. I've just had a thought about red notes. All these are in red envelopes. Are they all false? Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. While I'm guessing you would hope to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating. Yes, the word this is italicized as well. I'd noticed that one as well. No, that was lowercase, not italicized. That was lowercase words in uppercase text. That's one I'd noticed. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Okay. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You're already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain, so why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we have already what we want, in a word, principle? After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colourful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorise. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as a thinly veiled threat towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression that we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects, and yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinising the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defence can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We wanted on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh the culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favourably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous. So our uncle was blackmailed, although part of me thinks it was willingly. No. Yeah. Still working out the story. There's holes everywhere. I need a T-shaped room here. Freezer. Oh, I could freeze it. Coins. Start with 29 coins tomorrow. And 2 gems. I think we're done. I think we have failed to reach the antechamber yet again, but we got damn close. I'm going to hit freezer. We've not been in the freezer before, so this is a brand new room. Minus 16. I wonder if the furnace... Yeah, there's a key there. Furnace plus freezer. Yeah, we have no keys. Furnace plus freezer. Okay, that's... Yeah. So that's an allowance token, I believe. So if we unlock the freezer with the furnace, I reckon we'd be able to get all these bits. And that's a door. Furnace plus freezer. Someone remember that combination. You knew about pictures, but what does this say? Not for staff use. Master Sinclair's personal freezer. Hello. Oh, we need to come back here with a furnace. Well, that is... Alright, yep, we are locked out of the antechamber. That is unfortunate. We got so damn close. 41 steps. I don't. We can't use the kitchen now. But we still have the dining room. Pizza. We have the furnace. Perhaps, but we shall get the extra 20 steps. And our way out is through the boudoir. Hallway? No. Yes? Where are we? No, we don't want to go hallway. We want to go west wing, courtyard, bedroom. Make our way to the foundation. Where we can dig up some more stuff. I said there was no point going downstairs because we didn't have the basement key, did we? That would have been handy a while back. Oh, now I get key. Nothing of interest buried here, that's okay. It's a candlestick, that's okay. Alright, but before we end it for the day, it's only 6 o'clock, it's early. I believe it's down here, not on the right. It's still boarded up. Magical elevator. This one over here. No? Not that one. Blackbridge Grotto. Power lines. Follow the power lines, that'll give it to me. This one. I could have spread coins around the house. What the heck is this? One? Microchip. Looks like it might be plugged in somewhere. Do I need to find the other two? Yeah, it closes that door. Alright, so that belongs there. If I find 2 more, are they... Okay. I. That's not interactable. Grotto. Circular microchip. That's not finished. I think I need all 3 of them in that pedestal to open that door. be the only other thing I can interact with in this room. Admin key. I need to find an admin key somewhere. Did I have... I've not got one. No. Huh. That's unfortunate. So we found 5 of 7 letters. The last 2 I'm not sure where they are. Unfortunately we're done for the day. We've got no more to explore. We got damn close to the antechamber. We hadn't found a way to unlock the doors, although I do think I came across Great Hall, but that was at the same time as the laboratory. So I was between a rock and a hard place on that one. But we finished the laboratory puzzle, so I will take that as a win today. 38 rooms, rank 9 reached, 89 steps, 10 items found, 2 new rooms. We didn't put anything in the code check, and I think that's okay. 2 new rooms being servant's quarter and freezer. Let's try again. Day 16. Still haven't reached the antechamber, which is annoying. But we've solved a lot of puzzles. We are going to take our allowance. We have 34 coins to start the day. And 4 gems. Well, I don't think we have a choice here. We go tomb. We've not been to the tomb yet. What was that bonus? Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 gold in the tomb. So we might come back here at the end of the day, collect all the gold, and then go to the freezer. Hello. Those are the same candles as in the chapel. I'm gonna get lost down here. I think this is where the chapel puzzle comes in. Room. Where's my notes on the chapel? Mila, the maid, with the broom. You're number 5. You're a rider? Jockey? We do not have a jockey. We're not part of the puzzle. Money. Each of our journeys comes to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definite dead end. Or is it? Tombstone. Queen. You're last, I believe. Orinda. Hello. 16. Can I interact? I can't interact with them. I think this is important. Tomb candles. Current positions 6, 11, and 13 lit, and and positions 1, 4, and 15. Does not correlate with any of the readouts in the power room. I thought I had something. Oh well. Unmarked tomb. Candles that fell over. Positions 15, 5 and 15. That one almost matches. Place is huge. Bit of an indent. Farmer with a hoe. Rinner, you are number 1. Don't have a name on the bottom. Candles. Plinth. A little creepy down here. Chef with a paddle was number 2. Number 3 was a farmer with a pitchfork. Chimney sweep. Pitchfork. Chimney sweep was number 4. 5 was Mila the maid with the broom. Six was the jockey with the crop. And Queen Orinda was last. Oh, hello. Secret door. Right, I'm going to come back to you, because there was more down this way that I hadn't looked at. Oh, hello, this is recent. And I think this might be Herbert. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me, and of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary dank dungeon. That's accurate, to be laid to rest, and then the same dim, sombre fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. The family tomb. They say there is no stranger bond of servitude than tradition. Family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of conviction. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth we are gifted with dreams and ambitions, at our death we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate the tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? How I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is that dumps me in this sunless hollow? I'm going to want to dig. I am going to want to dig. Oak tree with holly. And if by morbid example of this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains. And I would cherish this tomb more than oak, sycamore and spruce. More than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains, Old Stone Room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. Or have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty? To treat this sepulchre as hallowed grounds? To realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric? Well, this is theatric as fuck. And to in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here. Here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert S. Sinclair. Oh, there is a lot. That. Oh. This is some old nobility sort of. Oh, there's something here. I don't know how to explain it, but there's some story here. Age, tradition, the house itself, how that everything came to be. Where are we? I'm lost. This way? This way. There's the Queen. This. I see a big shiny arrow. I think that's a hint. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Okay. All of our forebears? Death himself is the final. Oh. Alright, underground map. That's handy. Back of this page. Don't know how big it is. Alright, so we have... Just numbered 7. Pathway here. Labelled excavation tunnel. That extends upwards to a staircase. Branches out that way, and that's as much as we have. This way, staircase. The reservoir. And this, I think, is the fountain. This is a spiral staircase. And then there's a rail car heading this way. Numbered 3. Up there's a door, a room, that's a stairway. There. Looks like it's labelled basement. So it looks like if I go through the basement... I mean, it's only a partial map. I think I've got what I can out of that. Down Death's Hand. What does Death's Hand do? Death's Hand raises that door. Strike me down with a scythe. Coins? Pieces of wood. Rail card. Hello. Here's fancy doors, pedestals. Clearly I can't do anything about that from this side anyway. Drag you out the way. I have access from the other side, assuming I can get to the other side. Anyone think this is room 7? The torch chamber. Yes, this is room 7. The spiral staircase does not connect to the train tracks. In fact, train tracks connect basement. So 5. 5 is the fountain entrance, yes. 3 is the cliffside exit. So that's outside. That's what's blocked off if I go by rough positioning of everything. Three is cliff exit. Torch chamber. 1 is elevator. Gel points dreams. I'll note that because that's going to be relevant later. 2 is an entrance. A lot. 3 is the cliff exit. 4 is the minecart. 6 is the tomb entrance. 8 is the gear. 9 is north lever. What is... We learnt about these seals. Here we go. Seals. I wrote them down. The central point is Orinda. So this is the sigils. We have Orinda. We have, it looks like black on the outside. Like fog. Metro. Underground sigil. Of Orinda. 3 parts. Is fog, I believe. Is looking like that. Then we have metro by 5, and the outer ring is in black, grey, solid. Hard to tell. I don't think we can tell what pattern on the outer ring is. It doesn't exist. How many candles we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. This should lead to the reservoir. And according to the map, the boat is on this side. Huh. So it looks like I need to lower the water level to get across. I can't get across from this side. That's... Oh, I can't go through this way. Because it's flooded. Makes sense, that's the fountain entrance, isn't it? So I would need to drain the fountain to get out. Okay. So we need to drain the fountain. No, we need to drain the reservoir. Oh. I don't think we can do anything more for the tomb. Exits this way? There. Right, and before I forget, outer room, just want to check stats on this one. All the outer rooms are unusual. Black print. That's calling it black print outside, so it makes me think that letter in the study safe where it said red print, that is red rooms. Right, so we want to draft the pool today at some point. I think the pool unlocks the pump room. Early key, I think, is nice. Can't go wrong with a den, can you? I'll go parlour though. That's 2 gems as opposed to 1. Security, straight up. Okay, yep, security done. Don't need to think, and I've got an upgrade disc as well. Done. What are we going to upgrade today? Spare room. I think anything's a good upgrade on a spare room because at the moment it's just acting like as a hallway. Spare bedroom, spare green room, spare hall. I mean, spare hall doesn't change its function. It's basically an extra corridor guessing this is spare bedroom, because bedrooms have the most bonuses tied to them, I believe. I mean, green rooms definitely do, but you gotta work to unlock them, and you gotta hope you get them in the right order. Spare bedroom, I think, is the right play here. We want to keycard system. We want that low. Thank you. And we want that unlocked. Thank you. And we're out. Any items in here? Don't have the shovel, so there's no point going that way yet. I think we'll go bedroom. We don't need the coins from the pantry. Reroll dice, I'll take that. Commissary might be worth it this early, because we've got 40 coin. Don't usually go the commissary, but we have that much money, it is not funny. Shovel, sets gems, magnifying glass. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will take all your gems. Can't take it with me when I die. We have 11 gems. We do not need to worry about gems. Laundry would be a good day as well. We can't go out that way. That is absolutely fine. But we can go in here and dig. Diggy hole. Diggy hole. Do need to find a basement key somewhere. Is that a second den? No, I drafted parlour. That's fine. We will go den. That does exactly what I want it to do. Alright, East Wing Hall, please. Kitchen. Observatory. Both terrible news there. Guest bedroom, please. And we can hope for the servants' quarter later. Another gem, something I'm not desperate for. So yeah, today would definitely be a good day for laundry. Courtyard is basically a free gem. Unless I hit that. Sledgehammer. I don't think I've seen a chest yet. Free key. I'll take that. Pebbles. I think nursery's calm. Oh, it's not terribly late. Drawing room's good though. I think drawing room is the right. They don't put any extra pictures up. I mean, they could have put the larger gate ones up. I'll get a free gem out of the safe though. Our combination for here was... Where are we? Drawing room, 1504. If we go back this way, preferably we want a straight exit, but we can deal with a left. Pantry it is. I could have gone with a reroll there. Probably should have. Use our one key, knowing we've got one back in the nook. We want the pool today. Pool is going to be very important. This is still drained, so the pumper room remembers. I don't think I want laboratory. All three of these will sort of block off. Oh no, I'm already on the west. On the east. We'll block off that one. That's fine. I think I want observatory. Bonus key, thank you very much. Secret passage. Secret passage. Now, what do we want? Shop. I think as stupid as it sounds, we want rooms had the levers in it. Was the Great Hall had one? I remember that. The greenhouse had one, but we're not on the right. Are we in the right spot for a greenhouse? We are. I think we pull for a greenhouse. Hope we find a broken lever. Yes, greenhouse. Right. We want to come back here with a broken lever to fix that. Alright, but for now, they've got some D spots. Take key. I need those keys. Old shoe. You a gem? Huh. Did not know that was there. Sheet music. We knew about the sheet music. Why do I want to say I've missed something in here? Two more gems in here. What I've missed. Watering can. Alright, so we had a question last time about how the watering can is used. First time you enter each green room, use one to gain a gem. Okay, so it's a free gem in a green room. That is going to offweigh the cost of green rooms. Why do I want to say I've still missed something? Yeah, I need to come back with a broken lever handle and hope I find it. Oyster is a big one. Locksmith wouldn't be too bad. I think we'll go cloister though. How we get in the middle, I'm not sure. Go north. Corridor is always unlocked. Sounds good. Oh, of course I didn't leave the thing in the... Let's go... Boudoir. Free gem out of the safe, why not? Where are we? Resets my positioning, which throws me out every time. Airbrush is not an item, is it? No. And we're out of keys. That is absolutely fine. We are in a position to backtrack. You're locked. Alright. Servants' quarters are going to be something we want to find at some point. We can afford to backtrack here. Maid's chamber would be terrible. Hallway though. I need to find some items. Hallway is a good pick. Storeroom gives me a key. I think that's the right call there. Conference room. I like conference room. Passageway is too far south for me. Do we have anything on the tables already? That's just pens. Just pens. Secondary boudoir, secondary storeroom. Chapel, I think, is the right move here. Opens up the west wing. Use up coin to get a key. Ooh. Actually, no, library's not bad because conference room has that exit there. So library. Let's go find out what our last book has. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Dahl. Third largest city in Fen areas, size former capital Reddington. Synonymous with mountains, mystery and magic. Spectacular scene, historic castle, charming underground bazaar. Botanical gardens. Yep. A Jiren canopy house and mausoleum. Oh, I think this one might have some information. So Ilex X Meserve. Holly. Red fruit. I'm going to note down the word Agiron. Trails 1,000 species tropical plants. Doesn't sound right, but we'll work with it. Featherfall Keep. Homer, second highest summit, historic site described by scholars. Former home of Lord William Epsom, which I believe is one of the statues in in the foyer. Private residence before serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epsom, his eldest son Lionel Epsom left the estate never to return. A marriage in 1951. That's Lady Clara Epsom. Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence, began operating as a historic house, museum, and tourist attraction. By the first king of Orinda Aries when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Here's Trinsdale Lake, where our servant has been given a place. 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch Monday through Friday. Mount Holly, which I guess is the mount we see in the distance. Giving the mountain significant amount of planning, research, summit. Rest the estate of Mount Holly, that's where we are. Nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reading itself. Been private since the closing of Mount Holly Schoolhouse in 1966. Hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Mainway station and a map. Burrows End, Hinsdale Lake, Angel Tower, Anna Fork, that's Mount Holly, Reddington itself, Featherfell Keep. Unfortunately, I don't think that gave us much new information. Unfortunate, but what do you do? Hello? Oh, do I go vault or do I go music room? Oh. Music room could unlock us secret garden again. Not that I could probably do much with it. I know vault. We've not been to the vault. It's a new room. Let's have a look around. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, money, money. It's a gas. The vault is open. I guess when you got magic rooms, we have golden Egyptian artifacts. Okie dokie. There is a white rook in the vault. I should have looked if we had the pieces for the chess puzzle yesterday. I think we might have. That was oversight on my part. We found a key for one of these vaults yesterday. That might be something to come back and look to. But now, just gathering coins is all we were able to do. Alright, we want to go back to the conference room. We didn't pick up the gems from the parlour, but I don't think we need them. We need gems later. Oh, hello. We can always go back. Patio is pointing the wrong way. I think aquarium's the right call. Right, that'll get me a free gem. I've got compass. Take a compass. Veranda may not be too bad. 2 items out of the closet. If we find that handle, I'm laughing. Pebbles. Not what I needed. I'll gladly take a chest. Lockpick. Yes. Godly item. Garage gives me 3 keys. But would lock me to the boudoir up there. Oh, I think spare bedroom's the best play. I don't have the car keys. I don't need to be opening up that pathway. Now I've got the car keys. Always the way. And there's the garage. I don't think I want it. I'm gonna go patio. Closet locks me in. I get a chance to get the broken lever, but I want to keep that option open at the moment. Key and an apple. I will gladly take both of those. Nothing there, nothing there. I'll go with lockpick. Yes. Dining room's nice. I am running a touch low on steps. And I'm going to have to go south if I want to get back to the greenhouse. I think the dining room's the right move. Okay. I go kitchen or re-roll? I'm going to re-roll. Billiard room gives me keys but would lock me down. Boudoir is the play here. I'll grab the gem. I don't think I'll need it, but don't ask me why I went that way. 1225 and 2512 both work. That's actually good to know that all safes actually have 2 codes. Can't pick this one. I want something that bends north. 8 items in the attic. I think that's got to be the play here. That pattern on the chair is the same one as the hidden room. Metal detector. Attic, we knew had a white bishop, didn't we? Yes, we did. Who are you? I can't look at you closely. You've got the moon pendant on as well. Just scratches along the bottom? You are. What are you pointing at? Holding nothing. Usual photograph. Coupon book. Secret garden key. Hello. Found you again. I wonder if that's that toy plane. Found no keys. Ah, we found one key up here. That's always a start. Gem in a wagon. Two keys. Excellent. Stain. April 12. There's a safe in here. There's something I need to... There's a safe. April 12. Here. I don't see anything that looks like a safe. They're all sinker safes, I think. Picked up some keys, which is a good start. Now we have to make our way all the way back to the boudoir. Unfortunately, we don't unlock the steps from the dining room. That's annoying. I think that gave us extra gems out here. Is that how the... Oh no, because I've got conference room. Gems will gather in the conference room. And coins. Didn't find the lever. How do I get back? Hallway, drawing room, and then left at the pool. Steps. Alright, we need to bend north. We've got enough keys. Gymnasium's forced. That is unfortunate. That is an unfortunate gymnasium. Passageway. That. I mean, I've got 15 gems. I may as well use them. Don't have a security key card. Oh, bollocks, bollocks. I want a T shape. Laboratory. We aren't going to go in. Can't use the secret garden key. We're not on the arc on the edge. Rumpus room? Yes, please. Oh, Zara, give me more tails. Drag me out of my slump. You're still on. No. Out. Under the TV. Tell me, Azara. Give me some wisdom.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway.
Darkroom.
Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid.
You're not in that spot.
You have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
We being watched.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Alright, Alzara. Giving us lore. Like a T-shaped room here, if possible. Showroom. Luxury items for sale. Hello, I've got money. Emerald bracelet. Do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plan. Master key. Opens all normal door. I don't have the coin for that. Chronograph. You may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. Silver spoon. I've got the gems, there's not enough left. Let's see what this chronograph is. I don't know if that's a permanent bonus. No, it's not. It looks like it's a temporary bonus, but we're that close to the end. Did I note down in the Great Hall? Where is my notes on the Great Hall? Which one that opened? Open the east door, so I want Great Hall. Billiard room. Laundry would have been okay to get me a key. I think. Where are we? Green rooms. Secret garden. Don't think I need to solve that puzzle. Coin, yep. Unless there's a key card in there. There's a key card in here. 14 is 14. 1 plus 2 is 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 6 times 2 is 12. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Key card. Silver key. Chalk. Coin on the ground. Might as well pop the secret garden. He does not fit. Silver key will guarantee I can keep moving. Pump room. Pump room. Yeah? And I can leave out that side as well. Kitchen gives me steps. I think kitchen's the right move. Because it gives me steps. Much as I said pump room earlier, I'm not going to be able to get back to the fountain to get under there. As many steps as we can. I am frustrated that we've drafted the greenhouse. Do I coat check the secret garden key? So I have no pathway into the antechamber. I'm going to coat check the secret garden key. Alright. Time to check the laboratory. See if there is a key card in there. If there is not, we are stuffed. Nothing's beeping at me. Let's run an experiment. See if we can run an experiment. Till the end of the day. Unfortunately, that is as far as we're going today, which is annoying. So I can go back to the parlour to get 2 gems, but there is no point going back to the parlour for 2 gems. Oh, that's... If I'd left the lever in the coat check, could have gotten it. Greenhouse unlocks the southern door, which we would have... Yeah, so that's... I needed Great Hall somewhere. And I've got locked passageway. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, do we have the chessbook puzzle solved? We need 1 from each piece. We have the vault and the nook for a rook position. We have the drawing room for a knight position. Oh, observatory for a knight position. The chapel. We don't have an office. We don't have the study. So no, we don't. That is unfortunate. So that, unfortunately, is end of the day for us. We can't do anything more than that. But we did unlock at least 1 new room today. 2 rooms, the showroom and the vault. So let us put these in my directory. I am keeping notes of all these rooms as they pop up. Where are we? No. After the wine cellar is still empty. After the rumpus room is the vault. Dead end room. Rare. Cost 3 diamonds. Gives you a buttload of coins. The other one we picked up was a shop. It was the showroom. Is rare and expensive to get into. 2 diamonds, it's high. Alright, we are going to call it a day. We've unlocked the tomb. I think that's 3 new rooms for the day. We are not worrying about steps anymore. Is Garden Shopping Centre, 6 green rooms, 4 shops. I guess the aquarium counts as both, doesn't it? 3 new rooms, 11 items found, 85 steps. And we've got time, I think, for 1 quick run, and then we're going to call it a night. Day 17. We've had 2 good runs today, and we've gotten so close but so far because we've not unlocked any door. Now, Alzara. Something went missing over here. Can I pick anything up? Not by the look of it. Gain our allowance. So that freezer helped us out a lot yesterday. By unlocking the showroom. We want to get the bookstore up. I want to see what they've got there. We've read every book in the library. The library is not going to be important for us again. So tool shed. Shovel and wrench. What is the wrench going to do for us? Time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. That is handy as anything. That's things like security, utility closet. We don't need the utility closet as much. I'm trying to think. Yeah, seeing in the dark room we don't need to. The gymnasium's not as much of a hindrance as you might think. Getting out the garage door we don't need to anymore. Let's start with a closet. Key and gem to start. That is Absolutely fine. Ideally we want something that branches left here. A den would be nice. I'll take a nook. Way too early for a laundry room. Bedroom, please. And we'll come back to that one. Nothing on that table, nothing on that table. Thinking it might be a short day today, but we'll see how it goes. Corridor's the best option for that room, unfortunately. Could have gone den, I could have. But I think a den is better placed here. Ideally I want... Okay, dead end room here would be fine. Storeroom, walk-in closet. Almost definitely going to get that gem back. Telescope. Okay. New items. The walk-in's got a picture of... the woman with the mole. Look here. I think I have it somewhere. Of poor lady. I think that is Lady Clara. Or coupon book would be nice. That 4 items? I think it was. West Wing Hall? Yes, West Wing Hall. Let's scoot up this way. What do we got? Garage, patio, parlour. 3 keys from the garage would be nice, and I think that's where I'll head. Don't need to open the door, so that's not a huge concern. Right, Christoph. No, that's just a bolt. If we get the car keys again, a number of times I've gotten the car keys and not drafted the garage. Do I want to keep moving? Yeah, I think I do want to keep moving rather than block myself here. Chapel's pointing the right way. Might draft the chapel and then double back. Yeah, we'll head to the foundation now. Keep hold of the coins. We got the steps, we can afford to do it this way. Don't like any of those options. Spare bedroom. See if I can get something that branches right. Hallway? Don't mind hallway. Passageway wouldn't be too bad either. Hallway doesn't cost me the gems this early. Oh. Let's go get our key. We don't need it, but I want to see the key. Gymnasium doesn't lock us out. Parlour lets us keep going north. I think Parlour is the better play. Also lets us have some gems. Cool. What have we got here? Statements on the white box is true. Box with a false statement contains the gems. So if both of those are true, and the gems are in here. Gems are in the white box. Statement on the white box is true. Gems are in the white box. Alright. So if the statement on the white box is true, black and white are both true. This is false. The gems are in the white box, which is false because they've been in the blue box. Alright, so if this is false, then this is also false. The statement is they would be in the box with a true statement, which would be you, so they are always in the blue box. Forced to use a regular key here because I know that that one can only be used there. We don't need to go drawing room for access. Commissary. See if there's anything interesting to buy. There usually isn't. Gems running shoes today. Sledgehammer for 8. Sledge unlocks the possibility of getting keys in boxes. I think the sledgehammer is the more useful tool. And key card. Oh, right. I should have looked at that first. Alright, back to the chapel it is. Oh. Coins. Not that I would have used those 3 coins at the commissary either. Already down to 36 steps. Boiler room. We don't need power. But it does give us the most movement positions. I think that's the play. Just because it just gives options. Boiler room. We want that. Doesn't need to be common. It can be standard. We don't need that one too often. Does that use up my... No, it stays in my... Stays in the slot. I go pool or security. Let's go pool. As the pump room. That could be handy. Utility closet. I might go utility closet while I've got the wrench. Make that one down to common. That I can turn that off. And to get over there, elevator is on. I don't need to worry about turning on power to anything today. Where are we? I want to go passageway, just because it gives me options. Do I want pump room? Yes, I do want pump room. If I unlock this one, I know I need the pool to unlock it, but as soon as I unlock it with the pool, I want to make this common. Did I have the kitchen? Not today. Wait, this permanently adjusts it. Reservoir. Let's drain you out. How do I drain out the reservoir? Middle pump. How do I use... Oh, hello. Not see you there. Unfortunately, 3 gems is not the most useful. Drained it by 3. Fill the pool. Right, to fill the pool. 6. I need the back pump. That right way? No, down. I just switched that. No, it's not. It's not going to. That is absolutely fine. So now if I hit that back up, I don't need to touch it. I can't drain the reservoir completely. I could drain the fountain completely, not the reservoir. Don't think I want to. But I think for now that is... I want the water level down. I don't know how much that affects it. Archives or drawing room? Drawing room. This allows me to re-roll. Here, what do we want? We want Great Hall unlocks antechamber east. Or unlocked antechamber south. That was the greenhouse. Redraw. Workshop. We are going to drop you down. Let's make you common. Don't know how useful you're going to be. know you're useful because there's usually an item or two somewhere around. Metal detector just sitting right smack bang in the middle of it. Alright, what have we got? Metal detector, sledgehammer, shovel. They can't be combined. They can't be combined. They can detect a shovel. Assemble. Great chance of finding gold and coins while digging. Alright. Oh. Something that branches left here. Redraw. Alright, laboratory, but I need a key card. That can jump down a common. Was a key card a door? Oh, I'm only adding 1 gold to my allowance. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I need a key card. I don't think I've got one. I'd have to dig one up, which means going back to the foundation. I'm gonna have to go back through the foundation anyway. Because I will want to code check my garden key. What are you? No, you aren't one of the microchip things that I was looking for. Yes, through the chapel. That's unfortunate. Quick run. Yeah, so there's no point looking at chessboard underneath the mountain until we have, unless we have both the office and the study in the house. Key, that's fine, but I need a key card. I don't think you can get that when you're digging. Rusty nail. We are going to check that in. We didn't get the use out of the telescope, which is unfortunate. Oh. We are going to have to call it a day. We do not have a key card to get through. We did not pull up security. So we did get the utility closet. Just by turning that off, did we bypass it? Yeah, we needed to the security room. That's unfortunate. Alright. calling it a day, and I'm calling it a night. So thank you for joining me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow playing some more blueprints. Hopefully, we get to the antechamber. If 3 days we got right up next to it, 3 days we failed. West-facing House of Cogs, eh? Did not spend much time on the east. Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow night. That is at midday UTC, so 10 PM Eastern Australian, 9 AM Eastern American, and midday in the UK. Until then, I've been Fritz, you've been you. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.